Hi babes, it's your girl Tasia and welcome back to my channel. So you guys are not tripping. I'm finally back with the You Listen I Up. I told y'all, this is my digital diary, the whole channel, really. And so it don't think it's gonna be like a structured podcast where it's gonna have weekly episodes. No, but I'm sure y'all know that. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 62 subscribers. I'm feeling very grateful and very at peace in my life, and that's kind of what this video is about. So as I'm filming this, it's November 29th, and November was good to me, but I have to say, like, despite the downs of this year, for the first time in years, let me knock on wood, there has been more ups. And first of all, thank you. But yeah, and I really feel like 23 was a good year for me. And I'm super excited about 24. But I think a big reason why 23 was a really good year for me was because I didn't put expectations on it. It was the first year where I didn't say, okay, now that I'm this age, I have to do X, Y, and Z. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. When I turned 23, I was moved out. I was talking to this dude who I then went on to date and who cheated on me. And then the house that I was living in was a house of horrors. So it was just like, life is just life. You know what I'm saying? But what's life without a little bit of lore, you know? The first thing I want to talk to you guys about today is I'm 23 and I'm just now finding hobbies. Of course, I've had hobbies this whole time, but I guess, like, okay, when people would ask me in college, like, what are your hobbies? Baby, survival? Like, I was in survival mode for years. A lot of my childhood, majority of my teenage years, and all of my young adult life. Because if you think about it, if your 20s is when your adult life really starts, from about 19 to about 22, it would, no, that wasn't I was, and if you see my college story time, you would understand what I'm saying. That it wasn't going well for me. So I'm 3 years into my adult life, and I think I'm finally exiting out of survival mode again. Let me knock on some wood. And I think that whenever your brain isn't occupied with keeping you alive so you don't yourself, or no longer self-medicating with things that you know really isn't helping but it's just a temporary fix, I think your brain is then now open to new things, new ways to enjoy yourself, enjoy your time, and maybe even help you to relax and calm down. And this year, really a little bit last year, but this year I really dived into myself, into what I want, into what I like, because for a lot of my life, y'all know I always say I am a recovered people pleaser. So for a lot of my life, I used to just kiss ass, be a pushover, let people just treat me any kind of way. And the second I grew out of that, and the second I had a leg to stand on and a voice to use, I began using it. And that is something that I encourage any and everybody to do, no matter what age you are. You are never too old and you are never too young to have self-respect and to want more for yourself. People pleasing is not the answer. And everybody else is only looking after themselves. You can have heart for people, but also understand to guard yourself and guard your heart. That is very important. But that is not what this video was about. So, coming out of that survival mode, I really feel like I've gotten back into coloring. That's one of my big hobbies. Gotten into sticker books. I got that one off TikTok. Back into music. I've always loved music, but now I'm rediscovering music that I used to like and albums that I used to like, and discovering new music and new albums that I like. Journaling. I have always been a writer, and I definitely need to get back into like making short stories again. That used to be my favorite thing to do in high school, like that short story unit, and we used to write plays and essays and all of that, even up into college. Like, I can write a paper in my sleep, a short story, not a thing to me, okay? Only thing I didn't like was poetry, because that is not my ministry. But yeah, and so journaling, and then I learned I love to decorate. Guys, I interior designed this entire space myself off of a sentence I said to myself in my brain: Princess Maximalist Core. Look around this room and it's giving Princess Maximalist Core. Okay? And I think also, content creation is something I've been going after for 5 years. Once I stopped looking at content creation as I have to get this monetized because this is the only way I can help my family, I was able to enjoy it. And big way I was able to do that, I started a new channel that nobody knew anything about. So if someone's subscribing, it's not because they want to be a monitoring spirit or want to talk crap about me behind my back. Okay, y'all, my bad. I literally lost my train of thought so bad that I had to rewatch what I just recorded. But what I was basically getting at is that, so at 23, and it's so sad because a lot of the things I've dealt with, I almost want to say everything I've dealt with, yes, it's made me a stronger person and more mature and able to navigate and look at things a lot differently than other people. But it wasn't deserved, and it caused me to grow up quick and survive. And I am one that I can get through anything, and that's great. But getting through anything, especially being in that unhealed state, pushes you to look at life like something that you need to get through. And bitter as they may be, the older women at my job are always talking about if I could just go back, if I could just go back, if I could just go back. If you could just go back, you most likely would do the same exact thing. Only way you would not is if you were to change your circumstances or if you were to live your life or seize every opportunity. And that's what I take from it. A lot of times when I hear older people say that, if I could just go back, if I could just go back, they wish they went back and got certain opportunities because they think their life would have turned out a different way. And I've always viewed life like the good, the bad, and the ugly is transforming my life currently and has transformed my life in the past. And I'm grateful for all of it because I would not be who I am today and I would not be who I'm going to be in the future without it, without this very moment, without the failures, without the mistakes. And as long as I have breath in my body and air in my lungs and use of my limbs and use of my right mind, I will always seize every opportunity. I will go after every goal, every hobby, every whatever, because I have free will and this is my life to live. It's a trend going around right now on TikTok, and it's in your 20s XYZ, and those videos are just so true to how I've been feeling lately. And I just really just sat back and thought about I made it through the other end. There's been a lot of times when I thought I was never gonna see this, never thought I was gonna see 23. Way back in high school, I didn't even think I was gonna see 20, so it's been a lot, and so to be here and to be happy that I'm here, and not to just be happy that I'm here, but to have joy. And to not just have joy, but to be thriving. Everything is not perfect. Nothing ever will be. And like I said, releasing the expectations on my age, on myself, on my life, releasing judgments and expectations put on me by other people, tapping into what I like. I like the color pink. I've liked the color pink since I was a little girl. Everybody knows I love the color purple too, but I love the color pink. And now I live in a pink castle. Everything's pink because I definitely 100% believe it is true that when you heal and when you tap into that soft feminine side of you, it's unmatched. It's untouched. I love this version of me, and I know that in the future she'll be the past. So I'm trying really hard right now to really live in this moment and not just survive or get through life. I don't want to spend my entire life surviving. I want to live. And through living, I'll find new hobbies, new experiences, new people, and I'll find out more about me. So I don't know what I'm going to title this, You Listen I Am, but it's just really trippy that I'm about to be 24. I literally was turning 18 last year. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, babes. Mwah. Bye. Just in case I didn't get a thumbnail.